What's going on, everyone? Today, as you can see, I've got a bunch of new puzzles to show off. Now, this is kind of an unboxing, kind of a first impressions. I don't know, I'm going to try to keep it pretty quick, but as you can see, I got a lot of things to cover, and I typically talk too much. So let's get into these two first. I got them at Nationals from a friend. You guys might know him as the Rubik's Cubed. So let's take a look at these. You probably know what they are. So as you probably guessed, if you're followers of the Rubik's Cube, these are some sticker mods. Now, he told me he was going to make these for me a long time ago, but he got pretty busy with school and stuff, and he actually just gave me these at Nationals, and they are absolutely beautiful. You can see that it's cut really precisely. All these are hand cut, hand sticker mods, which is fantastic. They're made out of guanlongs, and the way he sets them up is unbelievable. I could probably get my normal horrible times with these. Now, this one is my favorite. As you can see, it's not solved, and that's mainly my fault. But whenever you do sticker this, it kind of has that 12 color look, or whatever it's called. It looks like a different pattern on each of the edges, and it's super cool. I hope that I can get this solved in time to make a decent video about it and actually show you guys. But he's getting back into making and selling sticker mods, and I was super happy to get these. But now let's move on, because we've only got a little bit of time. The next puzzle is the Calvin's puzzle Bubbleoid. This is the 4x4x5 version, I'm pretty sure. Now, I played with one of these in the office when we got them in because I think they're really cool. They're a little bit pricey, but I've always wanted one of the corner turning mosaic cubes, if you guys are familiar with that. So if you have one you have for sale, definitely let me know. But anyway, these are corner turning. They're kind of like a curvy copter, corner turning cuboid. And that is the Bubbleoid. So let's check this out. All right, here it is. And as you can see, the cuts on it are what makes this puzzle beautiful. Now, the one I tried in the office was super tight, and this one is much better. It's a little bit locky because if you get one thing, like this will turn, and then this corner doesn't want to turn over here. So it's kind of tedious to play with, but once you get this one moving, it actually moves a lot better than the one I played with before. But I'm excited I'll scramble this up so you guys can see what it looks like. Now, I'm not going to solve it because one, I probably can't. And two, I want this to be a fairly quick video. You can see each turn here is kind of a deep cut. But as you can see, the corners don't move, but it's just these pieces right here, these 4 pieces, and these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 pieces right here on the longer edges that are going to be the problem. But yeah, that looks cool, and it's just barely scrambled. But expect more videos on all these puzzles in the future. This one is one of my favorites for sure. So now what we've got here is a few speed cubes. From left to right, we've got the Mofengyi, the Chi-Yi, Wushuang, the new 5x5. That's pretty exciting. I've actually broken it in a little bit. I've got some stuff to say about that. This is the 68mm Chi-Yi cell. Now, I will just cover this puzzle really quick because I don't want to take up too much time. But this thing is fantastic. If you put it up next to a normal 3x3, you can see it's pretty massive. And it performs really well. Like, aside from it being a little bit unfamiliar with the size, I get pretty normal times with this. And I'll probably do an average of 5 commentary with this soon because it's really funny to see it speed solved. You would think it would be super blocky, but it turns really, really well. So that's an exciting puzzle, but these two are really exciting because they are actually viable as top level speed cubes. So first off, we'll talk about this Pyraminx. This is the new one from Moyu with the magnetic positioning system. Now, I think they kind of held off on this release because they didn't know if it was going to be legal in the WCA or not, but it turns out it is. So Drew Brad's Pyraminx World Records count, and they actually released this puzzle. So I got this in white because it was just like a tester version that they sent us. And I've kind of played around with it. Whenever I got it, it was super loose. And you can see there, look at that edge at the bottom. It just goes to wherever. So you guys know I'm not a super fast Pyraminx solver or actually any good at all, but I know what a good puzzle feels like, and this definitely is it. Now, the tips are a little bit strange where they are magnetized. The positioning is magnets instead of ball bearings. It's the same with the edges, but it's definitely stranger in the tips. And let me show you why. Whenever I'm doing certain algs, like the one that has the headlights on all the sides, I kind of rest my hand back here, and the ball bearings and the tips usually give me some resistance, but with this one, I tend to move that tip in the back whenever I'm doing that. So that could be a problem, and as you guys know, my turning's not the best on Pyraminx, but this is super smooth with these ball bearings in it. Now, I had a chance to talk to Drew at Nationals. You'll see that in my vlog whenever that comes out, whenever I can get the editing done. It's just a ton of footage. But anyway, I think what is going to be done in the future is ball bearings in the tips and magnets on the inside, because that would make for, in my opinion and Drew's opinion, I think, a perfect pyramid. So that's exciting. This is exciting. I'll have more out on this in the future, as with all these puzzles. And now let's talk about this Wushwang. I realize my pronunciation's bad. Now, out of the box, which doesn't really matter because nobody competes out of the box, this was super scratchy, but it broke in really, really quickly, which was strange. And now it turns really well. I just think it's still a little too tight because it doesn't corner cut at all. And I've seen some videos of this puzzle corner cutting really well. So I think I got to play around with the setup. But one thing about this puzzle that really stood out is the fact that it breaks in super quick. Now, it only has like 5 solves on it, but it feels fantastic. And it hasn't been lubed, it hasn't been tensioned or anything. It's just been turned and just solved a few times. But it actually turns pretty well, in my opinion, with just that small amount of solves on it. So after I set it up, I have really high expectations for this 5x5. And I think it's actually a little bit smaller than some of the other 5x5s. Let me check. Yeah, here's a Bochwang on the left and the Wushwang on the right. And it's definitely a little bit smaller. But I don't know if that size difference is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Look forward to the full review on this, and I'll let you guys know how I feel. So now we have one more massive puzzle that I definitely saved for last. We have the new... Oh, maybe it's just a box puzzle because I had it wrong. We have the new Tutminx. Now, I've wanted a Tutminx forever, and I know that's really weird because I'm typically just a speed solver. Speed in quotation marks. But I really, really enjoy non-WCA puzzles, guys. As you guys know, I messed around with Aton Star forever. I like the Curvy Copter. I like some Ghost Cubes. There's a lot of puzzles that I enjoy that are not speed cubes, and I've always wanted one of these to be in my collection. Now, I got this, I brought it home this weekend, and I expected to show you guys right off the bat. Like, I was super excited to unbox it and show the unboxing and all that. When I got it open, there were no stickers on it. But I kind of stickered this in like a hot and cold theme. You can see we've got all of the warm shades over here, and then it kind of transitions into cooler shades. I just really, really like the look of this puzzle, guys. And when I was talking about legal and non-legal turns, you can see that these edges and these edges are not the same width. So if you just do a turn like, it's really stiff. If you just do a turn like that, you cannot then turn this face. I guess you could force it and almost break the puzzle, but that's not something you want to do. You have to keep turning until the edges line up, and then you can turn another face. Now, something about this puzzle that I didn't expect whenever I got it, it is super, super stiff. So maybe there's a way to tension it. I haven't really looked into that yet, but like this right here, I'm putting a lot of effort into turning that. Now, once it gets going, it's kind of okay, but it's kind of a pain. But I really need it to turn better before I can do a full solve. Or maybe doing full solves is what's going to make it turn better. Either way, I'm excited to play with this. I might do like a time-lapse solve if I can even do it right. And I guess that I would want one of these to be my last layer. Less pieces equals good. Yeah? But like I said, all these puzzles are really exciting to me. The non-WCA stuff, I really love. The sticker mods are beautiful. I'm going to put a picture of them on Instagram ASAP. The speed cubes are fantastic. And this big 3x3 is just goofy, but I really like it. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I really was a little more long-winded than I wanted to be, but I still hope you enjoyed. So thanks to the Rubik's Cubed for giving me these. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to make a full video on them. Thanks to the Cubicle for letting me test these, and thanks to me for buying myself these. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and you'll hear from me really soon, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.